All right, let's get the other side of this El Camino guided so we can check it. No time to waste. Get this going. All right, we're gonna get this El Camino moved. Just gotta wipe down this seat before I get in there. We're gonna check this other quarter panel. Get some of this Bondo dust, or this sanding dust. And throw that away. All right, get out of the sun. All right, so I gotta spray a little more, but got this guide coated. We're gonna check this whole quarter panel here. Gotta take off the light, but we're gonna check this whole quarter panel, make sure that it's good, there's no dents. This is gonna be the last time checking it. If there's no dents, then we'll cover it. Then we're gonna check this whole cab right here to make sure we're all good. So all of this we'll be checking so I can get the cab all sprayed down. We'll be good to go, so let's start. All right, it's pretty simple getting these lights off. It's just 4 screws holding this. Take out these LEDs. Pull this off. Got 2 connectors, one for each prong, boom. This one, twist, boom. Lights off. Now let's spray the rest of this. All right, we're just gonna let that dry. Maybe start blocking it. All right, so right here I got a 123M sandpaper. This is what we're gonna be using to block this guide. These are the main 2 blocks I'll be using. I'm just going with the curves in an X pattern here. I'm sanding it from both sides. This is just one direction, so I had to record it. You wanna get all that guide coat off. You don't wanna have any left. The leftover guide coat is gonna show you your low spots or your dents. I want to say this is probably my 3rd or 4th time checking this, and this is going to be the final time, as long as I don't find any more dents or anything. As you see, for the more round parts, I'm using that round block. Still going in that X pattern. All right, so no dents at all, so I'm just going to wipe it down with some thinner before I prime it. All right, so we're gonna be using this U-Paul primer. This is a real thick primer. This is a 4-to-1. We're just gonna give that a quick stir real quick. All right, let's get our measuring cup and let's find the 4-to-1. For both these panels, I went to the 5. The first 5 is for the primer and the second one is for the hardener. But for the hardener, I go a little more over, about halfway, because it thins this primer out because it's really thick and it clogs up my gun a lot. And I get a nicer spray when I do this. All right, now let's mix that up and let's get it in the gun and start spraying. I'll be using a Leonardo spraying gun. If you're able to tell, whenever I do halves like this, I'm flicking my wrist away and letting off the trigger so it still pushes out the air, but it's not pushing out the paint, so I don't get any lines in between. And right after you spray, if you look at it, it's when it's real wet, you're able to tell if you have some low spots or anything like that. But in my case, we're all good. But to see that we are straight as can be, came out nice. We got both quarter panels for sure good. We just gotta do a little more than spray a nicer primer over it, then we'll wet sand and get it ready to paint. But now I just gotta check that cab and all around here. And I'm gonna check this one more or two more times. And once that's good, can wet sand and get it ready for paint. All right, we had to make a quick O'Reilly stop. We got some more primer, some brake cleaner, not gonna be used on brakes, and some guide. So let's get back, let's go get to work. All right, so we're gonna hit the top cap, so I'm just gonna mask everything off so I don't get anything on the windows. All right, so we got this about all taped off. I got the front done, it's just a small corner there. About to finish this. Then we got a check right here. I think I got oil or something here because it started bubbling, so I'm gonna sand that down. I gotta get in there and sand that. And I got little rust areas right here that I gotta sand. Then on this other side, I left some guides, so I'm gonna sand there. So that's good because it'll show me if I left anything. Cause then I'm gonna get this rust off. Then after that, I'm gonna come and prime it one good time. Then I can check it again. And if all checks out, then we'll be good there. So let's get to it. Let me finish wrapping this up. All right, we got the windows, front window, and the other one. So all good there. The back one, it's still removable. It's not tied down. So I think I'm just gonna pull it out and put a big trash bag there and tape it so I don't gotta waste any more of that paper. But yeah, let's start sanding it. I need to get these little rust spots down. I need to check this. We're still gonna hit it with the 120, especially right there. I just need to get it off, so I'm just gonna go slightly. Then we'll shoot this. First, I gotta get some of this rust off too. I don't want that under the primer. So let's get to it. All right, we got that all sanded, cleaned up. So now I'm gonna remove the back window, put a trash bag there, tape it up, and we'll get to priming this. Let's get to it. All right, you see we got everything taped up, got the back window bagged up, fixed that little piece right there. Now we're ready to clean it. I'm gonna hit it with some thinner first, then we'll start priming. Let's get to it. All right, so we got that all painted. Got the top, the sail panels. Let me show you the other side. See, you see the lines. It's a bit harder for me to do the hoods. Still need to practice. But yeah, we got that there. Now I'm just gonna wait for it to dry. Then we're gonna guide coat it. But I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow because I want it to really dry good. We're gonna guide coat it. If all looks well, I might do it one more time depending how it comes out. But once we got that done, then the quarters and the roof will be all good. And I have to do this back area. You can't see it too good, but once we get that off, I gotta do all around here. And once that's good, we'll do the doors, then the whole front end. And we will be set to paint, and we can wet sand and do all we need to do and shoot it with the nicer primer. But yeah, that's all for this one. Get to it tomorrow. Stay tuned.